This week, we're joined by the present and also the future. They're popular, and they are here. Enzo and Cass, welcome to SportsCenter. How you doing?
How you doing, Johnny? SportsCenter up here.
We're doing phenomenal. How you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. Let's get right into it. You call yourselves the realest guys in the room. What do you mean by that?
Well, it's just brass tacks, buddy. I mean, look around the room. Who's realer than us? Certified G, bona fide stud, you can't teach that. 7 foot tall, you can't teach that. Basically, what we're saying is we're just portraying real life, man, because we're real. So when we come out there, we're just being ourselves on screen. And I think that the people get what's real. So they feel what's real, and that's why they've gotten behind us a little bit here. Realest guys in the room, you know?
Awesome. Well, you rose to stardom in NXT. The fans have really bought in to the two of you. Enzo, what do you think's been the biggest reason why?
Like I said, man, you know, growing up in North Jersey, this guy growing up in Queens, New York, all that we're doing is really just being ourselves. A lot of people say that when they get on screen in the WWE, they like to turn the volume up and just be themselves. Well, when I get on screen, I just got to turn the volume down, as Cass can attest to.
That is true. That is true. And as for me, I turned the volume up a little bit to even out him turning the volume down, and there's the package right there. That's why it works.
It's a nice duo. Big news this week, guys. SmackDown going live in July on Tuesdays. The brand extension will affect the lives of superstars. How do you think it will affect you two?
Well, I mean, Enzo can end up going to Raw. I can go to SmackDown or vice versa, or we can go together to a show. I think the biggest thing is it's going to create competition between the WWE superstars on each show, which is going to create the best sports entertainment product. You got guys on Raw. They're going to want that to be the best show. So they're going to step their game up to make sure that is the premier show. And then guys on SmackDown and the ladies on SmackDown, they're going to try to make sure that SmackDown is the premier show. Everybody wants to be in the place to be, and we're going to make where we go the place to be.
Yeah, man, and competition breeds success, and the only time success comes before work is in the dictionary. We got a lot of people here in the WWE working hard who you don't get to see on a television show on a weekly basis. This is going to provide opportunity for everybody on the roster. So a brand, you know, extension is the best thing that could have happened, especially to either one of us. Hopefully we just end up in the same place, you know what I'm saying?
I need to go back to May 1st, Chicago. Enzo, you started to trend on Twitter for a very scary situation. Your head, neck kind of caught on the bottom rope. You suffered a concussion. What do you remember about that night?
I don't know what you're talking about, Coach. What happened?
The bottom rope, you hit your head.
No, I know what you're talking about. Actually, I hit my head on the mat. That's what caused the concussion, what I like to call a hard sneeze. But, you know, what we do, you don't see me wearing slippers. I wear Jordans when I'm in a ring, all right? This isn't ballet. Things happen, you know. The squared circle's, you know, no pretty place to be, and there's nothing sweet about it. You know, at the end of the day, I'm blessed to be here and make a comeback and be in this ring, and I'm all the way up. You know what I'm saying? And me and Big Cass are, you know, back on WWE Monday Night Raw and on SmackDown, and we're looking at the tag team division, and we're licking our chops. So at the end of the day, you know, I'm still not soft. You know, I'm
definitely not.
That's right.
No, I'm hard body.
Big Cass, I got to ask you, from your perspective, when you saw that, what was that like for you?
It was very scary because, you know, he hit the floor, and I thought everything was okay, and then he wasn't responding. And, you know, I knew it was serious, and then when they brought out the oxygen mask and the gurney and they were bringing him out, then I knew it was taken to a whole new level. It was way more serious than I expected. It was very scary for me. I got very emotional because there's a lot of uncertainty there. You don't know what's going on. You don't know what kind of damage has been done, and you don't know what the end result's going to be. So in that moment, you know, there's a great deal of panic, and there's a great deal of stress. So it's not something I will ever want to relive, that's for sure.
Well, you know, this happens in sports. We see it all the time. Guys get gurneyed out, guys get dinged in the head, concussions, and we see people come back from it all the time. Luckily, you know, WWE's got some of the best doctors in the world working with us, and we went through the protocols and everything of that nature, and luckily for me, there was no permanent damage, and I'm still a certified G.
People always ask what that protocol is, no matter what the sport is, as you just said. What did you have to go through in order to be cleared to return to the ring?
Well, you know, there's intense testing. Basically, it starts off as simple as walking on a treadmill. You know what I mean? Does that bother you? And you progress slowly but surely, and you take something called an impact test, which is a computerized test that you've taken in the past when you were absolutely fine. So they have a parameter that's set based on the fact that you've already taken this test. Here's your baseline. Is he below his baseline? Is he higher than his baseline? You have to pass this computer test before you can do any physical exertion. Once, you know, a few weeks rolled around and I was able to physically exert myself, I eventually got in the ring, and we started off very slow and gradual, and luckily I'm here before you, ready to rock and roll.
One of the hardest things in the business to do is to come up with catchphrases that will catch on with the fans. Spelling out SAWFT, soft. It's fun. How did you come up with this, and how important are your mic skills to you?
Well, I think that hard work and talent, when they meet each other, that's where magic happens. And luckily for me, I'm talented in the aspect that you just told me that it's hard to come up with catchphrases. Well, I'm coming up with them right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, all day, every day, my mind is going in that direction. And it's amazing to me that there's a job out there in the world for someone like myself to go out there and make a penny coming up with these dumb things that I say. Because at the end of the day, this is the only place in the world that allows me the opportunity to come out here, spell SAWFT, soft, and hear 101,000 like in Dallas potentially repeat what I say. Calling somebody soft is the worst thing you could ever say to somebody.
Yeah, everybody has experienced somebody that's soft, whether you're playing ball or you're playing hockey. You know, there's that guy that's always soft. You know, he's not going to man up. You look at Jeff Van Gundy hanging on guys' legs in a Donnybrook, not soft. The 1998 Miami Heat, soft.
Yeah, sure.
Michael Jordan playing through the flu, not soft. Byron Russell, soft. You know, so there's always that guy that's soft on the court, and you know that's like the worst insult you'd call somebody. You're soft.
We grew up, we played ball, you know, we were athletes, and I think anybody who has understands what it means to be soft.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
And you see a little kid who, you know, he ain't got much in the hind end. You know, he ain't got much behind him, you know what I mean?
Nothing
you
here.
see a guy like Beast Mode, Marshawn Lynch, that guy ain't soft. And if you are, you're in trouble. You know what I'm saying?
We will leave it right there. I know the best is yet to come for you two. You're so popular. We're very, very proud of you. Enzo and Cass, we now know you a little bit better. Thanks for jumping off the top rope. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Johnny. SportsCenter.